guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be setting up my new bullet journal. So basically in my last video I unboxed this brand new bullet journal because I had finished my old one and I thought July is exactly halfway through the year, so it's the perfect time to start a brand new journal for the second half of the year. So yeah, let's get straight into it. I'm really excited to start this journal. If you haven't seen my last bullet journal video, go check it out. It's me basically unboxing this journal that I got from Tiefossi, went through all of its features and also conducted a pen test, and spoiler alert, it actually performed really surprisingly well. For the first page I'm just filling in my name and my social media handle. I have the same handle for TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest and YouTube. Yeah, check me out on those platforms if you haven't already. Instagram is where I have been posting for the last couple of years, so it has a lot more of my illustrations on there. So for the very first page of this journal, I've already marked everything out in pencil and traced over some of it in pen. So today I'm just going to be filling in the text. I wanted to create almost like a vision board design, so I've gone with this grid pattern in the background and the sticky note or this folded kind of paper effect for the front. For the title, I'm just writing 2026 because we're already halfway through the year, which is honestly shocking to me. Like, where did this year even go? And then I'm kind of just hoping this journal will last me from this year's July all the way till December, and then I can start my next journal in January. But yeah, that's why I'm going to be writing halfway there at the top. I'm using a mixture of pens here. I'm switching between the Tombow Fudenosuke, I think that's how you say it, brush pen, my SDA black marker, and then just like a simple black fine liner. And here I'm just writing creating because he created me, because I mentioned before I want this channel to be very God-centered because that is a huge part of who I am. So because the outside of this journal is that deep, gorgeous green that we saw, I wanted to keep the green theme going throughout these opening pages. So I'm just using my mild liners in the greens, beiges and brown colors. I've also drawn in these little leaves on the sides here, so I'm just coloring that in green as well. And then I had sort of these die cuts of leaves and foliage lying around in my stationery drawer that I've just been waiting to use, so I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity. And I'm just going to be gluing them in here. They're not stickers, unfortunately. This is my first page and I'm honestly really happy with how it turned out. I think it's the perfect mix of color but also minimalism. Okay, so moving on to the next page, I'm creating my yearly overview. It's just a calendar for the year, and again I'm sticking with the green and brown theme, as you can see. I've already started filling it out a little bit, so I didn't accidentally write the wrong dates. I actually did make a mistake, but I've covered it up with some white pen. I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah, this is just me speeding through, writing down all the dates. It's definitely a long and tedious process and my hand always ends up hurting by the end of it. Then at the top, I'm just writing 2026 over the mild liner heading before filling in all of the months of the year. But I think this is one of those important spreads to have at the start of the journal so I can easily flip back to reference, especially when I'm doing calendars. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more tedious spreads that I have to make, but I really love how it has turned out. Okay, for this next page, I wanted to do a year in themes spread. I've actually never done one before, but I've seen them all over Instagram and TikTok, and I think it's such a cute idea. It'll be a really fun way for me to look back at all the different creative themes I've come up throughout the months. I've gone with this little hanging photo design to match the cover page, and obviously it's going to be quite blank at the moment, but over the next 6 months I'll fill it in as I complete each monthly theme. I'm really excited to see what it looks like by the end of the year. Hopefully it will be a lot more colourful and filled in. Also, I wanted to set up this journal last week, but unfortunately I fell sick because the weather at the moment is so bad and so cold. So if my voice sounds a little bit weird, yeah, it's just because I'm recovering from that sickness. Hopefully going forward I am able to post these videos a little bit more consistently and at least once every week. But yeah, this is just my second video on this channel and I actually really enjoy creating them and I really enjoy the process of filming and editing. We've come to the end of this spread and I'm really liking how it's looking, but I will be posting photos of the spread as I fill it in over the months on my Instagram. Okay, so for the next couple of pages, I'm not really sure why I started with the right hand side, but I think it's because I couldn't think of an idea for the left hand side at the time. On the right hand side, I'm creating a spread called Half Year Highlights. I was thinking that throughout each month there are so many wonderful things that happen, but I often forget to record them. Then by the end of the year I can't remember those little moments unless I've taken a photo or written them down. So I thought having a spread dedicated to my monthly highlights would encourage me to record those moments. I think it'll be a really nice way to reflect on the year and be grateful for all the wonderful things God has done for me. I've never done a spread like this before, but I'm really excited to fill it out. And then on the left hand side, I'm creating a goals page. And okay, so real quick, my camera actually died and I didn't realize until I'd completely finished the spread. I looked up to make sure that everything was still recording and realized the camera had in fact turned off. So unfortunately you won't get to see me create this page, but I will show you the final result anyway. I've created 3 main goals along with a little key underneath to show whether I've planned the goal, I'm currently working towards it, or I've completed it. I thought it would be a nice way to keep track of my progress and be a little more intentional with my goal setting. Then underneath I have a more general section that I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to use yet. I might add photos of goals I've achieved or maybe some smaller goals. I'm still deciding, so if any of you have any ideas, I'd really appreciate hearing them in the comments. Okay, so for the next page I'm creating a little wish list spread. I do this every year or every 6 months for big purchases I want to make. It helps me keep track of things I would like to buy, but it also reminds me that it's okay to treat myself every now and then. I've made it to look a little bit like a shopping list by using my green mildliner to create the lines where I will write each item. And then on the right hand side, I will be writing down the price. It's a really simple spread to set up, but I still think that it looks really nice. Next to that, I'm creating a spread called Not on My Bingo Card. This one is more of a fun page where I'll write down all the unexpected things that happen throughout each month. I feel like every month something happens that I never could have predicted, so I think it'll be a really fun way to remember those random little moments. On the next page, I'm creating a monthly on repeat spread, which is basically where I'll keep track of my most played songs each month. I think it'll be a really fun way to look back at the end of the year and see what music I was listening to and what song I was most obsessed with in that specific month. I've gone with this cute playlist style design for each month. I realized the bottom boxes are spaced a little differently to the top ones. That's my bad, but honestly, I don't think you can really tell. I think this is another spread that's pretty easy to do. It's just 6 boxes and then following that Spotify kind of playlist look. In the green section, I will write the artist's name, and above that, I will write the title of the song. Then my final spread is my monthly memories page. So for each month, I'm going to print out one photo from an event, an achievement, or like a memory that I really loved and stick it into one of these boxes. Again, it's just a really simple spread. It's just 6 boxes for the 6 photos, but I'm really excited to see what it looks like by the end of the year once it's all filled in. Obviously it's quite blank now, and I've done the boxes in different sizes so that I can stick different size photos in there just to add some interest into the page. Yeah, overall, those are all of the opening spreads in my journal. As I was flipping back through the pages, I realized I'd forgotten to write the month names on mine, not on my bingo card spread, so I'm just filling those in here. But apart from that, let's do a little flip through of everything I've created. I'm really happy with how it's all looking. I love the green theme, and I don't think it's something I'm going to get sick of by the end of the year. These spreads also didn't take too long to create, so I'm really looking forward to spending the second half of the year filling them with new goals, new memories, new highlights, and hopefully learning a few new things along the way. There are definitely a few more spreads I'd like to add later on, like social media trackers and a few productivity pages, but I'll probably set those up later in the month. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I'll probably be creating my July monthly spread very soon, so if you'd like to see that, be sure to come back soon. But anyways, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, Jesus loves you, and as always, I will see you in my next video.